morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice radio. So today, we are looking at a phenomenal new item card that provides even more help for those Ultra Beasts. We've seen a couple of these lately. Ultra Beasts came out, and if you look at these Ultra Beast cards, they look different. They have Ultra Beast written on them, and for a little while, certainly having been printed in English, nothing. No extra help whatsoever. And then Beast Ball got revealed, and Beast Ball basically allows you to search your prizes for an Ultra Beast and swap it with Beast Ball. And we didn't get very excited. And then Beast Energy got revealed, and that is a Prism Star, so you can only play one in your deck, but it is basically a rainbow energy. It's any type of energy, but it also allows you to do an extra 30 damage like a Choice Band might do. And we said, well, that's good, but that's once per game. Then Ultra Recon Squad came out. Discard 2 Ultra Beasts from your hand, or up to 2. Draw 3 cards for each one you discard. And we said, all right, that's all right, draw power now. Now it's starting to look quite good. Then Ultra Space got revealed. A stadium that allows you to search for Ultra Beasts. And we said, all right, now we're starting to look good, but I think Pokemon might be going slightly over the top with this new item card that was revealed this morning from Sun and Moon 5 Plus in Japan, which probably means it's going to be in our Sun and Moon 6 or May set, though there is no guarantee. It is Beast Ring, and it is phenomenal. It can only be played if your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, which is slightly annoying. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy and attach them to one of your Ultra Beasts. That is utterly ridiculous. Extra energy is always good. Max Elixir has a chance to attach 1 energy to a benched Pokemon, and it sees a huge amount of play. Aqua Patch attaches 1 energy to a benched, not active, water Pokemon, and in water decks, it sees a huge amount of play. This attaches 2 energy and attaches from your deck. Now, the last time, as far as I can recall, that we had really good energy acceleration from your deck was Colress Machine, back in the Plasma Age, which searched your deck for a Plasma Energy and attached it to one of your Pokemon. And those of you that were not playing back then should not be terribly surprised to hear it saw a huge amount of play. This is utterly phenomenal. Now, we do have to look at the elephant in the room, or on the card as the case may be, which is that this can only be played if your opponent has 3 or 4 prizes remaining. And this shouldn't really surprise anyone. This has been a bit of a theme in all of these non-GX Ultra Beasts we've been seeing so far. But there are several things going in the favour of this card. 3 things as far as I'm concerned. Number 1, it is extremely unlikely that your opponent is going to go from 5 prize cards remaining to 2 prize cards remaining. Now, they could use something like a Buzzwole to take out a GX and a non-GX in one turn and go down from 5 prize cards remaining down to 2 after having taken a non-GX KO to start the game. But unless something like that happens, your opponent is at one point in the game going to have 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, which means this comes in. Secondly, there could potentially be multiple turns in a row where your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, meaning that you've got several turns in a row where you can use this item card to get extra energy, which is good. And thirdly, it's an item card. You can play as many of these during your turn as you like, which means that you could potentially play 4 of these in a single turn and just go absolutely nuts. This opens up the possibility that you have 1 or 2 turns where you can just go absolutely over the top and attach 8 extra energy from your deck to your Ultra Beast Pokemon. And I cannot stress how good this is. This is a million times better than Max Elixir. This is a million times better than Aqua Patch. Attaching from your deck is amazing. Guaranteed attachment is amazing, and attaching 2 is amazing. We have a Pokemon that can attach 2 energy from your deck. It's Vikavolt, it's a stage 2, and it's 2 specific energy, 1 grass, 1 lightning, because an ability that just allowed you to attach 2 basic energy from the deck would be so over the top that it would be a staple in every single deck that didn't just play single energy. It would be that over the top good. And at this stage in the video, you might be sitting there thinking, oh, Ross is swooning a little bit over this card. Yeah, you had better believe Ross is swooning a little bit over this card. This is a swoon-worthy card, ladies and gentlemen. Wassy is swooning, and there's good reason. Take, for instance, a Buzzwole GX. Buzzwole GX has a phenomenal first attack Jet Punch. 30 to the active, 30 to 1 of the bench. Now that's really good, but the other attacks take free fighting energy. You can't use double colorless energy to cheat. You've got to get free manual attachments, and they're good. Knuckle Impact does 160, lots of damage, but you can't use it the following turn unless you play a Pokemon Ranger, but you know the deal, nobody's playing Pokemon Ranger, okay? But you add a Choice Band, and you're getting a one-hit KO on an opposing Buzzwole. You play a single Regirock, and you're getting a KO on an opposing Tapu Lele. It's a great attack, not to mention the GX attack, for the same cost, which does 40 damage for each of your remaining prize cards, which most of the time you go, well, I'm not going to have free energy on there early enough. Buzzwole decks play Max Elixir, because they know how good it is to get free energy on a Buzzwole. Well, now, with B-String, all you need to do is just wait until your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, and then just play one of these. And then you've got 2 energy on a Buzzwole. But then, of course, you can play a second one of these, and then you've got 2 more energy on a Buzzwole. And then you can play 3 of these, and if you play 3 of these, you've got 2 energy on each of 3 Buzzwole, which means you only need to add a single energy attachment from your hand, which you can do once per turn, and all of a sudden you've got multiple Buzzwole with free energy attached. The other thing to mention is, people have been saying lately, well, fighting decks are going to get a lot less good after the rotation, and that's correct. You're losing strong energy, you're losing max elixir, fighting decks are getting a lot less good. But it's not really fighting decks, is it? Because the best fighting decks at the moment are all Buzzwole variants. So when we say fighting decks are getting less good after rotation, what we actually mean is Buzzwole decks are getting a lot less good after the rotation. You're still losing strong energy unless we see a reprint, but B-String replaces Max Elixir. And I know I'm going to see people in the comments going, Ross, this is not as good as you think it is. You can only use it when your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. I don't care. Because unless your opponent goes from 5 down to 2, which is possible but unlikely, you're going to get a couple of turns where you can pull this off. If you can use 2 of these during that time, it is like playing 4 Max Elixir and hitting all of them, except that you can also attach to the bench. And if people are willing to play 4 Max Elixir to get 4 extra energy, you should be willing to play 4 of these so you can hit 2 of them and get 4 extra energy. Because when you play 4 Max Elixir, you generally hit 3 of them. So people are playing 4 Max Elixir to get 3 extra energy. I would play 4 of these in a Buzzwole deck without hesitation. I would play 4 of these in a Guzzlord deck without hesitation. Guzzlord is hilariously expensive. But the great news is that if you use these, and Guzzlord can use double colorless energy as well, you're off. And I know I'm spending a lot of this video comparing this to Max Elixir, but for Ultra Beast decks it really is Max Elixir or this. These are the 2 to go for. The thing you've got to remember is this is from the deck. So when we look at Max Elixir, we go, well, you can't play a whole bunch of strong energy and a whole bunch of double colorless, because then you're only playing 4 or 5 basic energy, and you're not going to hit them off your Max Elixir. But with B-String, you're searching your deck, so you could literally be playing 4 basic energy, and as long as they're not prized, you play 2 B-String, and you hit them. You could even play something like a Xurkitree as a tech in another deck revolving around Ultra Beasts and just play a couple of Lightning Energy, and then you could actually use Rumbling Wires by just playing a Beast String. It's so much fun. And the thing that, as far as I'm concerned, really points this out as a phenomenal card is the fact that I look at this and go, yeah, if I'm playing an Ultra Beast deck, and Buzzwole really comes to mind here, I am going to be playing this. And I'm going to drop Max Elixir for this. And you know what? There are going to be some games where I don't draw into it at the right time and I can't use it. But when you play Max Elixir, there are some games where you don't draw into it at the right time. There are some games where you don't hit very many of them. I am willing to take that risk, because you know what? The second my opponent has 3 or 4 prizes remaining, I am going overly aggressive, drawing through my deck so that I can hit these cards. Because let me break it down super simple as to why this card is so good. If you hit 2 or 3 of these when your opponent has 3 or 4 prizes remaining, you're set up for the game. You literally have your energy on board ready for the rest of the game. This is an item card we've not seen because it's that good. Kiawe is a supporter that allows you to attach 4 energy to your Pokemon, and then it ends your turn. And it's only fire energy. This can get any energy. 2 of them is the same as a Kiawe. It's not your supporter for the turn. It doesn't end your turn. Oh yeah, and people play Kiawe knowing that they're not going to use it after the first turn or 2. I hope I have justified enough why I am giving this 5 Wossies. Yeah, you've got to time the card right, but when you time it right, it is so over the top good at letting you set up with all of your Ultra Beast decks that I cannot give it any fewer than 5 Wossies. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section if you think it's as good as I do, or why you don't think it's as good as I do. Go nuts. Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at The Wossie, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and so on, you can do so by going to patreon.com/PTCGRadio. And please check out Wossie Plays, my video game channel that's recently been relaunched. I'm trying to make it a success, so please go and subscribe there. I would be delighted. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.